Hey all you cool cats and kittens. Today we're going to be I'm not cool enough to say all you cool cats and kittens without laughing. But what's up, besties? Today we're going to be getting into our paycheck to paycheck budget. I know I didn't do the first paycheck, and that's because y'all be having stuff going on, and sometimes I have to do it on the fly and mind my business to keep it moving. But I did go ahead and like reconcile everything so we can kind of go over that, and I wanted to show you guys some things that a good way or a good reason why you should kind of go back and reconcile your budget, do your paycheck to paycheck budget, because I had two things to happen to me last paycheck. So normally on 410 I'm charged about $15.31, which I found out it's like $14.80 now, and it's not $15.31, but I wasn't charged that amount. And then for Sling TV, I wasn't charged for Sling TV either. So now I need to figure out like where this either, because I pay with my PayPal card, so if I by chance had anything in my PayPal account, maybe that could be why. But I've tried to separate everything pretty neatly now, that business stuff goes over into the business PayPal, and that any personal stuff, and I don't remember any refunds or anything. So those are two things I want to keep an eye on, just in case like next month they try to like double charge me. But those didn't happen, and so it ended up like where our total expenses, we budgeted for $16.10.50, but we actually only spent $15.25.21 for our expenses, so we had remaining $537.79. That's what we had left over and all that stuff. No childcare. Again, you guys know what's going on with the pandemic. Like, schools are closed, but thankfully I have family members who are just keeping him during the day, so I don't have to worry about that as of right now, which is really, really good. So that's, it's an expense that I'm not having to worry about. And for those who don't have that, like, my heart goes out to you guys that don't have like family and stuff like that to like kind of step in and help, because it literally caused me like a lot of anxiety. And like, we can talk about that more. Maybe I'll have like a conversations and tea or something like a live, and just kind of talk to you guys about everything that I felt, my feelings, emotions, and all that stuff with the pandemic and everything going on. Okay, so anyways, I wanted to show you guys like what that would look like and why it's important to go back. So now I need to go research why Sling TV didn't charge me and why Zips Car Wash didn't charge me, just to make sure, like I said, so we don't have any surprises to pop up. Oh, we don't want no surprises out here in these streets, because y'all know how that goes. So let's go ahead and get into our second paycheck date here, and this is 4/15, and our income is just our paycheck. And then we also have our we have online income, but I don't really count that. You guys know that. Like, I'm not big on counting that, because it's always fluctuating. It's based on whatever I do, however I market, and I'm not good. If y'all want to see somebody that's really good, go look at Shay's video. She shows you how she made 20K in 3 months. Like, go look at hers. She has a great video on how she's increasing her income and all of that stuff, and she can probably be able to count it now at this point inside of hers, but I don't. Y'all know I don't trust it. But go look at Shay's video. I'll have it like linked somewhere in here or put down below so you guys can see, because baby girl over there making the coins and doing it big. All right, so let's go to paycheck number 2. We're budgeting $20.63 as per always, but this is also a bonus paycheck week. I'm not gonna put what my bonus is, because that's private information. Like, if someone was to come and watch the video from my job or whatever, that could definitely get us in trouble. So we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna say this was a bonus week, and that's all we need to know. Okay, let's go into, but I don't count that in anyways. That all goes into like my savings, anything that I needed to grab and didn't want to look into my sinking funds. My actual plan was to refund myself for whatever I spent in Vegas, but y'all know that didn't happen. So I'm just gonna save it to the side, because Vegas is gonna happen one day. Okay, I have a feeling that my future husband, he's going to be like, babe, I want to take you to Vegas for the weekend. I'm be like, yes. Okay, I like speaking stuff into existence, because after this pandemic is over, 2 months, 3 months after, I'll probably be traveling again. Okay, thanks. I'm gonna let y'all test that air out first, and then we'll see. All right, so first up on the docket, we got our car note, of course. And the funny thing about this, so when I looked at my car note, and maybe I'll insert a picture or something on here if I can find one that doesn't have like my account number and stuff on there, it said that I actually owed $0. And that's the type of stuff I say I don't want to get into, because I have the funds right now, and because I have the funds to keep going, I would not stop paying certain things just because they're offering it to me. And that's only because, like I said, I still have the income coming in right now, and I want to save that for in the event that this got worse. I would be able to say, hey, you know, this is when it actually hit me and I need to do this. But in the event that your job, you know, you had to stop working, whatever that is, like, please don't be afraid to call these companies and tell them like, hey, I have this much money, my income was cut down by this much. You want to be in conversation with them, like just like you have to have communication with your friends and family. You need communication with your lenders, your creditors, all of them people. You need to be in communication with them. I cannot stress that enough. Having communication with them, having a document, having something on file saying what you're going through makes it a lot better. It says that you are actually being responsible, and to them, if you're calling in, they're like, okay, so we can work with her because she's looking at her stuff, versus someone who doesn't call in, the bill goes late, they go past due, things like that. They're like, well, I mean, you had an opportunity to call. And it's kind of like a parent, like your mom or dad when you were growing up, like, tell me before you get in trouble, basically. So if you're doing your budget and stuff and you know that things are coming up that you aren't going to be able to pay, go ahead and communicate that with them. Communication is key for all relationships, period. And you have to treat your bills like a relationship. Okay, I think I'm done my one tangent for today, especially with these geese, ducks, whatever they are outside going ham this morning. But I just wanted to kind of enlighten you guys on that. I know sometimes we get scared, we don't want to call, we don't want to have embarrassment. I know that's one of the things that happens, and it's okay because everybody's going through this right now. And even if we weren't, like, never be afraid to call on your stuff. You want to look like the good person and not the bad person. So when things do happen that are, you know, not as good, you're able to stand and say, hey, look at my track record. An example of that, I have like Capital One card. I use that every so often to like pay for a flight or something, because I know that I'll pay it back off or whatever, but I want to keep my card open and keep it fluctuating. So what I'll do is I'll put something on my Capital One card and then I'll pay it off. Well, unbeknownst to me, even though I let it, depending on when it hits, I still am charged the interest. Not unbeknownst, I think I've kind of grabbed this, okay? There is still interest that's charged. So once I pay it off, normally what happens is there's still a balance, but baby girl forgets because I'm just writing the bill off like I didn't already paid it, but then there's an interest that has somehow clocked on there, and it's all about timing or whatever, and I haven't figured out the timing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say that I have. And so what happens is I end up having this thing, and then it's like a late fee over like $25 or something like that, or like $16, I don't know, but it ends up being a whole thing when it didn't have to be. And so I call, and whenever I call, they're like, oh, well, we see you pay your bill on time, you know, you're fine, we'll go ahead and, you know, take this off or whatever. And that's because I have a good track record. So when you have a good track record, things like that can kind of go away. They probably ain't gonna let me get away with that too many more times. So I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on, but, you know, I don't use it often enough that, you know, it makes a big difference, just, you know, every so often. All right, so back to this car note. We're budgeting, we're still going with our $500. We're not going to derail from that. I do want to go ahead and take care of my car and get that paid off, so I'm not going to be doing anything there. With MLGW, you guys know that is Memphis Light, Gas, and Water, and they get on my last nerves, y'all. That due date is actually 4/22, and we're budgeting $180. But again, we're at home more, right? So I have been trying to unplug things and not have as much going on, but I know for a week straight it was me and Bubba here. I was working from home, child, this bill probably gonna be a little bit more expensive, okay, than the 180. And I haven't actually, I don't even know. Maybe I'll look and see. I don't know if they've sent me that bill. I know they sent me the bill, but I don't know if I looked at it or not, which is probably a problem. But yeah, me and Bubba were at home, so we was chilling, kicking it, doing what we do. So I know this is probably going to be a little bit more expensive again because everyone is staying at home. We're using up more electricity and all of that. So we'll see what we actually spend over there. Then we have our Sprint bill. Now I know last month I only spent like $30, I think it was, and which is fine, but it's back up to $56.51, which I'm actually okay with that. I'm just trying to make sure. I think, yeah, let me make sure I paid that good Sprint bill, honey. I'm looking right now. I'm like, that, I thought that was the 20 something. Let me make sure I pay my little good Sprint bill, because I went through and I caught myself when I got like paying stuff ahead of time and whatever. But oh, okay, it auto paid. Okay, I did. Okay. All right, so what I did last month was turn it on auto pay, and this was, we budgeted for $56.51, but it was actually $56.16. So that's cool right there. Like I said, I put it on auto pay, so we're gonna change this to the 17th. I forgot about that. Once I got that bill down to like under $100, I was like, we good, we can put that one on auto pay now. So I do want to make a little dot or something right here that this is on auto pay, so I know that going forward. Sometimes I just be doing stuff, I be doing it and be forgetting, but yeah. All right, so Xfinity, which y'all know they work my everlasting nerves, but I'm pretty sure, you know, let me not, because my internet worked pretty good compared to Teddy Riley internet. So let me be happy that I got Xfinity or whatever, and that bill is actually $121.12. So we budgeted for $103, and that's due on 4/27. And we budgeted for $103, but it actually came to $121.12. And I haven't really dived into all of that yet, but you guys know I'm over them. Like, but there's no better, excuse me, there's no better service. Like, yeah, it's a whole thing. So this is just internet and the streaming service that comes with it, and I'm wondering if that streaming service now costs some more. So this will be what I look into down here. That's going to be a note for me. Check Xfinity charges and get new quote. That's going to be something I do. I have a day off here on Friday, so I'm going to make this a priority down here to do for Xfinity, so I remember to do that for myself. All right, so then we have Netflix, which you guys know cannot do without Netflix. What are you guys watching on Netflix? I would like to know. I'm trying to get into Ozark. My brother started it while I was like half asleep, so I feel like I need to like rewatch it or whatever, but I'm gonna get started on that. I watched College Friends. If you guys have not watched that, it is like absolutely the bomb. It doesn't seem like it would be that good. It's Peele from Kill and Peele, whatever it is. He's like one of the stars of the shows, but it's actually really, really good. It's funny. It's got drama and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been watching. You guys already know we watched Tiger King because it's a thing, and there's a new episode out if you didn't know that there was a new episode out. So let me know what you guys are watching. Oh, and I watched, what else did I watch? Like Too Hot to Handle. Trust me, I don't even know why I was watching it, but I started watching it and I couldn't stop, and it was the weirdest game show ever. But yeah, that was the thing with that's kind of what happens with Netflix, so that's why I won't get rid of it. Okay, so moving on. I budgeted for $17, and the total will be $17 because that's how much it is anyways. I didn't have to write that in until next time, but whatever. All right, so we go down here. We're gonna go to childcare, and I know you guys are probably like, why do you keep putting that on there? Because I want to make sure when I go back and I look at stuff, when I'm reconciling, when I'm doing like a full yearly budget, I can still know like this what I would have, you know, going on. So I would have normally have childcare, and that would have been due twice this month. So we would have budgeted for $100 because it's $50 a week, but we're not budgeting anything because we don't have any childcare expenses. Now what I do is I try to send like some lunches or whatever over there with him, like his Lunchables and stuff like that if he wants it, and then, you know, try to just make sure, you know, that they don't have to need for anything with him. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Then we have our cash envelopes and our sinking funds. All right. And so for cash envelopes, I believe it's $3.90. And our sinking funds are $80. Now again, these are the categories that I could adjust and change in the event that I need to do something different, especially like with everything going on. So I always make sure that I leave those open and all of that. So let's add all of these expenses up and see what we got. What you got? Okay. Let's see. We got 500 plus 180 plus 56.51 plus 103 plus 17 plus 390 plus 80. All right, so we are at 1326. Okay, and we already know there's some, you know, discrepancies over here, so we can't do our actuals completely yet, but that's actually, you know, okay. So 1326.51, and we're subtracting that from 2063, which equals 736.49. Now something I did learn, and I don't know, you guys can tell me if you've ever done this before, was to remove my taxes, to go tax exempt for the one paycheck that I have coming for my bonus paycheck. So I'm gonna try that in the summertime and see if I can actually do that and if it'll make a difference, because trust me, like, it's a lot of coin that be going out in these streets, and your girl be like, what? I don't understand, I want all my buddies. But yeah, that's a whole thing. All right, so we're at 736.49, and down here at the bottom we've just put our affiliate income, which I'll go ahead and start marking in what I actually did from affiliate income. If you guys don't know what that is, that's basically like when you click a link from something I promote, I do get like a 10% kickback or something like that. It depends on which company it is. Sometimes it's like 2%, 1%, or whatever. Oh, I forgot share sale. I don't even know if that will like even hit or anything. Share sale is like usually Erin Condren or whatever. So depending on which links and stuff you use, I do have affiliate links down there, and it's just another way to help support me, to show that you guys, you know, are actually liking the products, you're using them, and it lets companies know that like, hey, I'm making an impact, I'm making an influence. So when you see me with different products and stuff like that, it's because, you know, people have reached out to me and they're like, hey, do you want to do this? And I'm like, okay, if it fits my audience, I do. If it doesn't, you know, whatever. So I do get, again, some type of kickback, but I promise you, look, it ain't like $1,002,000, okay? It's just enough to say, hey, we're thankful for you doing this. I don't, there are some things that I charge up front for, like promoting and stuff. You could tell the difference when those happen versus when ones I'm just an affiliate for. I promise you'll know the difference. So this all helps me to have just that extra income. I just thought I would explain that for some of you guys who aren't familiar with affiliate. And I know at one point in time people were like, oh, I don't want to use her link, she get money from it. Not me, but like in particular talking about YouTubers and affiliate links, and it was a thing. So I just wanted to say that, and probably because I feel like I may be like awake right now, and this is a lot. So anyways, we're 19 minutes in, and I'm probably taking you down long roads of whatever, but this is our budget for this month. We're gonna have $736.49 left over from this paycheck. And again, with everything going on, I have not been doing any paying of extra bills. That's my own personal preference. You do what you do, boo boo. But as for me in this house, we will save our money, because we don't know what's going on or what, you know, what is to happen if I need to help somebody else, if I need to do something, whatever. We did get our stimulus check. Thank you sweet baby Jesus, we did get our stimulus check. We were stimulated, and I put that money up as well. I think it's important to save, but again, you do what you have to do. I went with some of the money. I bought him some like loungewear because now he's not going to school, so he didn't have as many like just lounging clothes anymore. He had uniforms and he's grown, so I went and got him. I spent his portion of the stimulus on getting him some just loungewear and clothes and stuff like that. Basically that's pretty much what I did, and then I saved it. So that's whatever you want to do with your coin is what you want to do. Okay, I feel like I'm going on and on and on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and as always, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more of my videos. And don't forget that you can pick up your very own budget planner just like this on my website, ElaineMichelle.com/shop. And I did go ahead and add in the extra paycheck. You guys are asking about it. You're like, well, what if I got 4 paychecks in a month? I went ahead and added 4 paychecks in there instead of just the 2, so you guys can pick that up. And stay tuned because there will be a total bundle coming out for you guys with the stickers, the icons, and all of that stuff for you guys to pick up and get the planner, so you guys will be set for the whole entire year. I cannot wait to tell you guys more about that in the upcoming week. And yeah, this is the planner. So this is basically what I've been doing in here, but we'll start using this for the month of May. Y'all know I can't start in the middle of the month for nothing. So yes, did I clear everything? Did you clear everything, Michelle? Did you get everything you were supposed to say? Did you leave anything out? I don't think so. This is probably the longest paycheck to paycheck budget, but I thank you guys for bearing with me. I love you guys in real life, and you have a good one. I'll catch you in the next video. Mwah. KK, bye.